Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. I'm sorry, I think I put myself out of center. Still in center? Okay, I apologize. My apologies to my awesome audiovisual person. He had a look on his face and I was like, oh, did I mess up? I didn't mess up. That's good. Anyway, it is Wednesday, July 4th, 2018. In the United States of America, it is the 4th of July, also known as Independence Day. And my awesome audiovisual person did something that I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I apologize, YouTube. And the time is approximately 8:49 p.m. So, good evening. If you are celebrating the Independence Day, may your Independence Day remind you of all of the kinds of freedom that are available to you, and that it be lovely and safe and fun. Now, it is my honor and pleasure to announce that I have the honor and pleasure of returning to Notions and Potions on Main Street in Beacon, New York, and I wrote it down. So, I am returning in exactly 10 days on Saturday, July 14th, 2018. I will be available for readings then and there from 12 to 7 p.m. And then I will be back not in August, and if you watch my previous video, you know why, but I will be back in September, specifically Saturday, September 8th, 2018 from 12 to 7 p.m. and Sunday, September 9th, 2018 from 12 to 4 p.m. So let me give you those dates one more time. So, living in a city. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so again, I have the honor and pleasure of returning to Notions and Potions in exactly 10 days on Saturday, July 14th, 2018. I'll be available for readings from 12 to 7 p.m. And then after that, I will be back. I'll be doing my first weekend at Notions and Potions, specifically Saturday, September 8th, 2018 from 12 to 7 p.m. and Sunday, September 9th, 2018 from 12 to 4 p.m. This video will have an accompanying blog post, but I wanted to give you a little bit more information now. So here are the fees for readings with me at Notions and Potions. Please keep in mind that these fees are not the same fees for readings with me at Catland, which is on Flushing Avenue in the Bushwick section of Brooklyn in New York City, or private readings. So, at Notions and Potions, the fees for readings with me are $25 for 20 minutes, $40 for half an hour, $55 for 40 minutes, and $85 for 1 hour. Once again, $25 for 20 minutes, $40 for half an hour, $55 for 40 minutes, and $85 for 1 hour. The vast majority of my clients usually opt for having 1 hour readings with me. However, when it comes to readings at Notions and Potions, your shortest reading is going to be 20 minutes. But here's the thing. I do recommend having a reading of at least half an hour, mainly because that way you can ask a few questions. I've never required people having to ask questions. In other words, when a client has a reading with me, that client is not required to ask any questions. What my very first spiritual teacher recommended was that if a client is going to have a reading with me, and that client wants to explore 1 or 2 areas of their lives, then a half-hour reading is ideal. If, however, that client wants to ask about a lot of different areas of their lives, so let's say if they want to ask about 3, 4, 5, or 6 different areas of their lives, and if they know they have a lot of questions about their life, about the lives of loved ones, if they have questions, if they want to ask for messages from a deceased loved one, then I highly recommend a 1 hour reading. My personal rule of thumb is that if you have not had a reading for at least 2 years, then a 90-minute reading is ideal. But again, it really goes with what your divine guidance tells you, what your intuition tells you. If your intuition, and of course there's also your budget and what works best for you with regards to your schedule. So there are a lot of factors to consider. I find that 20-minute readings are too short. They're a great basic, and then I'm going to specifically say at Notions and Potions, if you want to get your feet wet and find out how my reading energy and my reading style resonates with you. But if you know that you're divinely guided to have a reading with me, and if your celestial guides and spirit guides and guardian angels have said, yes, you would receive divine blessings from having a reading with yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, then I would absolutely recommend either having a half-hour reading with me or a 1-hour reading with me, whether it's in person at Notions and Potions, whether it's in person at Catland, or by phone via Catland, or by Skype via Catland, or if it's outside of Catland, in person via phone or via Skype. And outside of Notions and Potions and outside of Catland, I do also offer email readings. Email readings are actually a lot more popular for me than some of my other fellow professional readers. Because I have a lot of clients who live in different countries and they travel a lot, and an email reading just works really well for them. Be that as it may. As you know, keep in mind that September through December historically remains the busiest time of the year for me. And with a lot of new doors that have opened up for me, especially after my very first Divine Prosperity simulcast event this past May, I cannot over-recommend booking sooner than later. Now, those of you who are going to come to have a reading with me at Notions and Potions, either on Saturday, July 14th, Saturday, September 8th, or Sunday, September 9th, I do recommend, you don't have to let me know, it would be nice, but I know that some of you did a great job of surprising me when I gave readings at Notions and Potions biannual psychic fair, this past May, which was held at Chill Wine Bar, which is right next door to Notions and Potions. So I thank you. I thank those individuals who did a great job of surprising me. You made my day. That was really made me very happy. But I would say, you know, I'm biased when it comes to Beacon, New York. I really am. I've come to love Beacon, New York. I love the fact that when I go there, I receive money in addition to spending money. And I get to explore a lot of great places. When I was there giving readings at Notions and Potions in the store for the first time last month in June, I had the opportunity to explore other parts of Main Street and eat at other places that I hadn't been to before. So that was a nice treat for me. That was really fun for me and very exciting for me as well. So I'm looking forward to continuing to get to know Beacon. It's a city, but it has that small town look and feel. But anyway, in the meantime, please do not feel that you must have a reading with me at Notions and Potions or at Catland. I would love for you to have a reading with me at Notions and Potions. I would love for you to have a reading with me at Catland. But I know that for some of you, it's easier to have a reading with me either by phone or by Skype. And right now I do offer readings by phone and by Skype out of Catland. I can also offer them outside of Catland, but one of the things that I really enjoy doing is I really enjoy giving clients an opportunity to receive a divine discount. And, you know, my fees outside of Notions and Potions and outside of Catland are not exorbitant, but they are higher than those places. So I don't have an issue receiving more money. You know, my prosperity consciousness is wide open. So if somebody wants to have a private reading with me in their home, in their office, outside of Notions and Potions, outside of Catland, and they want to pay the more money for that kind of a reading, I am absolutely okay with that. I have no issue with that at all. And I am very open and receptive to receiving ever-increasing amounts of money and prosperity. And that is one thing that I have certainly learned from reading Catherine Ponder's prosperity books, and that is refusing to limit myself and not allowing my... Well, I've learned that from Louise L. Hay as well, from the late and great Louise L. Hay as well. I do not limit the amount of money that I can receive. I do not limit myself to the amount of money that the universe wants to give me. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this video a bit short and sweet because I've said everything I need to say about Notions and Potions and about giving readings there. I will definitely update you once I have future dates scheduled. October is going to be tricky. I will tell you that right now. And I am going away in August, so my availability for readings at Notions and Potions for August of 2018 is not happening because there's so much going on in my life and in my world in August of next month, such that giving readings at Notions and Potions in August would have been problematic with my schedule. I'm definitely available for in-person readings at Catland by appointment, as well as readings by phone and by Skype via Catland in August of 2018. I definitely, you know what, since it's on my mind, I will mention that I will be going away. Let me make sure that I give you the right dates. So I will be unavailable for readings from Tuesday, August 14th through Sunday, August 19th, 2018. So once again, I will be unavailable for readings from Tuesday, August 14th through Sunday, August 19th, 2018. I have the honor and pleasure of participating in Bare Your Soul Summer Camp, taking place at Easton Mountain in Greenwich, New York, and I want that to be my sole focus when I'm there. So my recommendation to you is, if you do want to have a reading with me, either at Notions and Potions on Saturday, July 14th, Saturday, September 8th, or Sunday, September 9th, 2018, by all means, please feel free to do so. And if you want to have a reading with me, either in person at Catland in the Bushwick section of Brooklyn, or by phone via Catland, or by Skype via Catland, then I highly recommend you schedule those appointments as soon as possible. And if you want to have a reading with me outside of Catland and outside of Notions and Potions, either in July or August of 2018, I can tell you right now I have a lot more availability this month than I do next month. Next month, if you want to have a reading with me, it's going to be tricky. Not impossible, but you probably won't have as many options available to you for appointments as if you were having a reading with me either this month or in September of 2018. But I can tell you, come September 2018, it's really going to be tricky to have a reading with me. So sooner than later. And by all means, ask the universe, ask your spirit guides and your guardian angels to provide you with everything you need to avail yourselves of a reading with me, or a private class with me, or a group class with me, whether it is the money, the time, the transportation, the everything. In the meantime, if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan, I invite you to do so. Please make sure that you click or tap the bell icon to make sure that you receive notifications every time I upload a video. And definitely, if you have not already scheduled your reading with me or your other kind of session with me, please do so as soon as possible. Thank you very much for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you very much for spreading the word about my events. And thank you for all the beauty and grace you bring into the world. I wish you many... Living in a city. living in a city. Anyway, may the universe bless you and yours with clarity, illumination, prosperity, and peace, and massive amounts of personal and professional freedom. And good night.